With this exercise, many of the same things we found, like with the first one, are still bad. You can see it's leaping around a lot. This is a piano or keyboard voice leading exercise, whereas the previous one was an SATB, choral writing exercise. And the same principles always apply. Now, there's some additional things wrong with this that I want to draw your attention to. Just listen to the first few chords. You'll hear the shift between the first and second chords is very unsatisfying and clumsy. And the reason for that is because it contains lots of what are known as consecutive or parallel fifths and octaves. When you have two parts, two of the voices, move in the same direction and remain an octave apart or a fifth apart, we have what is known as parallel or consecutive fifths and octaves. So you can see there are consecutive octaves here in the between the bass and this line here, the bottom of the upper voices. There are also consecutive fifths. Whoops. There are also consecutive fifths between the A and the E, and then between the E and the B. So the same part is moving, the top part here, and the third part is moving and remaining a fifth apart, moving in the same direction. And that gives rise to a very awkward and ugly part motion. It's a very easy trap to fall into if you're writing for keyboard and you just keep plonking down chords in the right hand that are all in close position like that, all in the same inversion. And so what we do to avoid consecutives is to spread out the chords a little more and shift around the position of the upper voices. Let me show you. So just by moving the E up there, already it's much better. Still got some problems. This little example is full of these consecutives. So the next lot is between here, the A and the G, make consecutive fifths with the E and the D in the top voice, and with the A and the G there. So again, I have to move these around a little. This G can't stay there, so again, that's much better. But I've now just created consecutive fifths here with this chord up here. It leaps around too much in general anyway, so let's fix that way. It's much better. Got consecutive octaves now between the C and the D. Let's fix that. Now this is a B chord, and it's worth noting that even though this is a diminished fifth here, you can still create consecutives if there happen to be one. So that back up there for a second. That still constitutes consecutive fifths, even though this isn't strictly a perfect fifth. Put it back down. When you're writing for piano, you have one neat way to fix and avoid consecutive fifths, because when writing for piano, there's no predetermined number of parts that you have to use. So there's a solution. And now the last lot of consecutives between the F, then moved by consecutive octaves, and the C and B create consecutive fifths with the F and the E. So we fix them. Do that in the same way. Now listen, and you'll find that it's much improved.